Where's my phone?
Where's my phone?
I have a prop. I did not expect you to remember this at all. It's fine. We met like 20 years ago. You signed that lovely picture for me.
Goodness. Okay.
It was at one of the Birmingham Comic-Cons.
Oh, really?
And I was so excited because at the time it was like, Border Queen is absolutely amazing. I think I was too nervous to really have a conversation with you. I was thinking you just so it's really nice to be able to sit down
Good.
and actually have a chat. I'm not going to chat about Star Trek. I loved your Sleepwalkers. Chat with Nick.
Oh, really?
We saw that.
Good.
One of the highlights for me this weekend was on Friday when you showed up at the VIP reception and you saw Nick. And is that correct? You've not seen each other in 15 years? 20. And you just gave each other a really big hug and it was like, that's the sweetest thing I've seen.
Well,
so nice.
like I said in the interview, in the chat yesterday, you make a picture or indeed you do a play. And it's such an intense, short period of time. And then most times you've never met the people. I mean, it's not like you have long friendships or you've worked together before. 99% of the time you haven't worked with any of these people before. And you've got this really small window in time to create something together. And you have to make yourself totally available, completely vulnerable. And all you've really got is each other. And it's a weirdly intense experience. So you do fling your arms. You haven't seen each other for 20 years, and it's like the whole experience just comes washing back all over you. Yes, I know they call us lovers, but
there's a reason for that. I think there's a reason, but just to watch you two sort of reunited after so many years, it was one of those images that I didn't take a picture of it, but it's in here. It was really nice to see.
And Mick is the sweetest soul.
I'm speaking to him later on today. We speak to each other on Twitter, and we speak to each other on Facebook. I had a very quick hi. Sort of conversation yesterday. I'm so excited about sitting down later on this afternoon to speak with Mick.
Good. Oh, that means he can't see She Will.
Means I can't see She Will as well.
Oh, you can't?
Because my conversation with Mick is at 3:30.
Okay.
I will be in there for the Q&A afterwards because we've been capturing Q&As and stuff. So I will definitely be watching She Will, but just unfortunately. Not this afternoon, it's all Mick Garris's fault, and my admiration for Mick Garris.
No, that's good. They were trying to move it slightly, but I know it's all pre-organised and planned. So, yes, and Mick is the same dear soul that he was 30 years ago.
So he's the sort of same person, because everywhere, when you mention Mick Garris's name, somebody like, so nice.
He is.
Not many people like that around the world.
Kind human being.
But we're here to talk about you, Alice. Now, one of the things that you mentioned in the Sleepwalkers talk was you're moving into producing.
I have produced before with my husband. I can't ever visualise myself producing independently of him because he writes difficult, challenging stuff, and so it takes a long time to put it together. But because it's always of consequence, certainly to us both, one's kind of sustained through that challenging process of making independent film. So we have 2 projects that a smaller one that we're currently focusing on, but there's another one waiting in the wings.
And the first one that you talked about was focusing on grief.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about that one?
It's the story of 3 women who have lost their husbands during COVID and are not to COVID, one of them took COVID, but the other two, for other reasons, but the fact is they are shut down alone with their loss, and how that wrenching grief can actually open your heart to a level of kind of elevated compassion for others who are going through a similar process. So it's a very interesting movie because it starts off with that as the subject matter, but then it goes into the backstories of these women. And then the journey takes a turn and you end up in the midst of a tragedy that is actually unfolding at the moment, which is ongoing and will be. But so it goes from the specific and the personal to the universal. I think it's a beautiful script. It's actually quite poetic.
And has it got a title?
It's called Three Widows.
Three Widows.
Yeah.
And what's the stage of production is that? When
We're at the point where we're about to take it out to. I will play one of the widows. It wasn't written for me, and I wasn't meant to be playing the one that I wound up playing. But just because everything shifts all the time, I've wound up playing this one character who actually is going to be an enormous challenge for me. The part that was written with me in mind, someone else is going to play. But we're about to go out to two actresses, and if one or both of them say yes, we'll be able, we've got 55% of the budget, we will be able to put together the remaining 40, 45. So the goal is hopefully to be shooting by the summer.
Fantastic. So not too far off.
No.
Not too far.
No.
So if it's okay to ask, you mentioned that the role would be a big challenge for you, as I'm sure every role has its own challenge.
Yes.
How do you prepare for an enormous challenge? Is there a certain formula that you do for yourself, or?
Well, I actually will be playing a woman who is a friend, so I know her, and she will be playing her own mother in the movie. So she's going to be right there next to me, and I'm playing her, which is a kind of horrifying, terrifying prospect. But I'm going to spend a lot of time just hanging out there, talking. I'm going to ask her for all her picture books of herself as a young woman. I know a lot about her history, but I'm going to be asking her just to kind of give me a stream of consciousness, emotion, a sort of an emotional stream of consciousness about what she was feeling at any given time over the period that we're looking at. And also I'm going to have to learn how to tap.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. And she, yes, and she is, she's fabulous. She was kind of like a minor pop star when she was a late teen in her early adulthood. When she released 5 singles, she went on a tour with Max Headroom. So, you know, right, so, and we look at all of this in flashback. That I'm not involved in that part of the story, the filming of it, as an actor, but I've got to have all of that history inside of me, so I'm going to watch all, I'm going to sit with all of that material, hear about all the exploits and all the stuff that you lived through. So I have played real people before, I have played real people who were still alive before, but I have never, ever played someone who is right next to me in the scene. I can't even think about it, I'm so frightened. But anyway, there we go.
I think now I know what you mean by enormous challenge.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense using that sort of phrase.
Yeah.
So, is there a time period that you think, obviously you're looking to maybe shoot in summer, that's a few months, isn't it? So it sounds like it's going to be a very intense.
So there are a couple of film markets coming up at the beginning of the year, and hopefully we'll be able to piece together the financing we need. Paul, my husband, who will direct, is already there. He and his cinematographer are already beginning to pre-visualize what it's going to look like, because it's really complex and it flashes back, 30 years, 40 years, and then right at the end it flashes to an imagined future. So it's a very complex timeline, and the sort of visualization of that has already begun.
Sounds like a big play with a lot of stuff on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And what is the other production that you're... Hopefully it's easier, there's no tap dancing in the next one. Are you going to be acting in it?
I have a very small role in that.
But you're quite like... So this is tap dancing.
Yes, no, producing and acting is not something I relish, and I wasn't expecting that this was how it was going to turn out, but it is what it is. The other one is based on the private diaries of a kind of top policeman in America, and it's 30 years ago, and it's a true story, and really, really relevant to today. So even though it's took place at the end of the 70s into the 80s, the subject matter is even more, which is the human slave trade, is even more global now than it was then. So when I say it's kind of serious content, yeah, but it's wrapped in a fabulous bit of storytelling, so hopefully they'll both be kind of really compelling to watch.
They sound it from your delivery of the premise and the preparation and stuff. I mean, what was the name of
the other one?
Yeah,
it's called Naked Abuse.
Those titles are burned in my head, and
Good.
we'll make sure we watch those.
Good.
But I would like to thank you for taking some time out, not only to do the Sleepwalkers thing. It was lovely to see you and Mick getting together again. Lovely to hear the Q&A.
Well, it was lovely to be invited. Really, really special.
I'm looking forward to watching She Will.
Good.
And it's been a pleasure to sit down and have a chat with yourself. Lovely to meet you. Your dress yesterday as well was amazing. You were commenting on it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is my favourite garment, and what it is, it's an actual original Navajo outfit.
Wow.
So the First Nation Navajo women, I don't know if they do still, but they used to wear that shirt and pattern of skirt working in the fields, growing maize or corn or whatever they were doing. But of course they wore all the turquoise jewellery because it's like an amulet, it's like a protection against the evil eye. But on their holy days, their days of celebration, they wore it in velvet.
Beautiful.
And so that's actually an original Navajo outfit. That we lived in California for 20 years, and Thanksgiving, which is like next week, in 2007, we were away making a film with my husband, and the house burned down in a wildfire. There's nothing left. But purely by chance, I had taken that skirt and shirt and belt away on location with me, so it didn't get lost to fire. And every time I wear it, I'm grateful to still have it.
Of course.
Yeah.
It was stunning. Not that you don't look beautiful today, but particularly gorgeous, that dress.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Alice.